Thank you guys for joining me on the silent rounds. I'm going to start by getting you to both introduce yourself, since you was late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm gonna make you go first. Yeah.
Oppong, amateur boxer. Currently just going through my motions in my journey.
Amazing.
That's me.
I'm Viddal, European cruiserweight champion, and yeah, that's me.
Epic. So actually, do you know what? I'm going to start this as an open thing for you two, because obviously you're an amateur boxer aspiring to become a pro, and you're making an epic journey as a pro. I'm just going to ask one question. I'm going to give you one question to ask, and the question will be to Viddal. Is there anything, because now you've got an opportunity to ask a professional boxer, is there anything, like advice that he could give you for your journey? I'm going to stick it on you. Yeah, I've stuck it out there. Sorry, I have.
That's good.
Because you know why? A lot of amateurs, they don't really get that opportunity to ask a professional, just that one question. It could be anything, like what kept you going?
Yeah, go on. Hit me with something.
How would you say you mentally prepare yourself just for that journey? Because I feel like for amateurs, it's kind of like, yeah, boxing anyway, the mental side is hard, regardless if it's amateurs or pros. But I feel like with amateurs, because you know, like whatever happens, it happens. It kind of doesn't matter in a way. How do you mentally prepare yourself during camp, even out of camp? What kind of keeps you sane in that pro game?
I think I had to learn to have no expectations. When you first turn over, like you got expectations. Because in the amateurs, the AB nationals is when the nationals are GB, like there's a structure. Yeah. In pro boxing, there's no structure. So like every time you try and approach it, like something's going to happen or this is going to happen, like you set your sights and it normally doesn't happen. So that you have to like learn to just roll with what's going on type thing. Like, yeah, you can't. Yeah, no, you do. And then just focus on, right, what's in my control. That's what keeps me doing what I do, is like, what can I can control, right? I can control my podcast, my training, me getting better, doing whatever, an event, whatever. Amazing. It's stuff was in my control.
Yeah.
When you start stressing about the things that you can't do nothing, you can't stop your opponent putting out. You can't tell your promoter to give you more fights or whatever, like, sort of thing. It just kind of happens. So you just learn to just lock in on what's in your control. That's like it.
Would you say that was a phenomenal question, by the way? Would you say that's your hardest part in the mental aspect, like in the mindset? Would you say that that's the hardest part of becoming a pro?
Yeah, just the business of it. Like, the fighting is the easiest bit because it's straightforward. Like, it's hard, it's pain, whatever, but it's, you slip or you don't slip, you get hit, you put your hand up, don't put your hand up. Like, it all adds up. Whereas the business doesn't add up.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't make sense. There's no dots to connect. Things are always changing.
Yeah.
Like, I can be literally British champion on Sunday, which I was, and then by 7 o'clock on Monday I wasn't, because things move in pieces.
Happen,
yeah, like the way the game is set up, I'm nudged to make certain decisions and have to, nothing's set in stone.
Yeah.
So
with you at both different parts of, I'm going to call it's a career. Like, yours is, you're now getting effectively paid, so it is your bread and butter, and you're en route to it. What would you say is the hardest element of boxing? Because a lot of people, I know, they might put it down to the training, like feeling drained. Some people might put it down to having to stay strong, like in their mind. Some people might put it down to funding.
Yeah, there's loads of elements.
What's your hardest part of boxing? I'm asking this because I'm hoping that there's a lot of aspiring boxers that watch this podcast and can feel that relate, so that they don't feel like they're hitting that wall that's going to cause them to stop.
I think funding is a big one, obviously, because
most definitely
that's just life, innit? Your life's bad if you got no
Especially
funding.
nowadays as well. Nowadays, I think funding is a very big part of it, and I feel like a lot of people feel like if they kind of put their all into this and it doesn't work out, like what do they do now? It's like they've kind of left themselves in a position. Because I know a lot of boys that were superb, amazing boxers, and they kind of left it because they thought, can they afford to put through this many years of focus and time into not getting paid, and there's no absolute certainty that there's
Just gonna get a return.
that there's a return, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's a bit of a catch-22 because it's like, what do you do in that situation? Do you understand what I mean? And it's just, for me, I would kind of say, I feel like it boils down to really how much you do want it.
Yeah.
Because if you're solely just going for it, just based off of the return,
Yeah.
then it's a
long journey.
And it's a gamble. It's a gamble
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's a
Do you understand
gamble.
what- regardless. So it's like you gotta kind of see what your mission and end goal is and base it off of that. I do think for me the mental side is the hardest side about it, because I've had so many fights where I'm more than ready, like probably over ready, and nothing should stop me from doing what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do. And sometimes that little hinder, that little part of your brain that might shut off can absolutely change and reconstruct the whole mood of everything. And it's like, if that mental barrier is, if that's not in the 100% the space where it's meant to be, it can get in the way.
How do you cope with that? I'm going to ask you that question actually. How would you cope with something like that? You've put in the training, your fitness is up, your technique's good, your game plan's strong.
Yeah.
You go to step in that ring, literally at that moment, and that one little element of negativity just kicks in. How would you deal with that?
I think that's normal. I think everyone feels that. I think even the best fighters in the world feel it. It's just how you let it go, how long it takes you to let it go. Do you know what I mean?
What does Viddal do to let that go?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I just think about winning. I've got obviously I've got my dad in my corner. I've got a great corner team, people
Yeah.
that can get to me. You know what I mean? That can help me zone in and change my mentality, or offer that motivation. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's obviously a major part, because I might feel a certain way, get hit with a certain shot, you hear the corner just go off, and then you're like, alright, yeah, like I'm listening,
I've
I'm
got to tap
listening,
in now, here,
yeah, I'm
here.
listening. I'm like, you're right, let me do that, you know. So I think that helps a lot, but just internally, just having that, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
I don't know how,
Yeah.
but
The little ego
I'm
bunny up
gonna win.
just sitting
Yeah,
on your
like,
shoulder.
I'm
with
one
this.
way.
Yeah.
I'm winning today. I'm
Yeah.
gonna win today, and I've been in like a few situations in fights where, like, I broke my ribs or something, and I'm thinking, yo, how am I gonna win? This is moving mad, but I'll win, you know.
Did you feel that during like the fight?
Yeah, I didn't know it was broken, but I knew something was
wasn't
off. Yeah, something was off.
Yeah, that cracked.
Yeah, because you normally get hit with a body shot and then it kind of fades away.
Yeah, this one
But this
won't.
is just getting worse. I'm like, something's up.
Yeah.
And only after the doctor was like, oh yeah, you broke 3 ribs. I was like,
Eee.
cool. But at the time, I'm thinking, don't get hit on it again. And if you continue to box like this, he can't win.
You've got to put that poker face on as well, innit? Like, don't show that I've been hurt,
Yeah,
man.
you
Because
have to, like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that every fighter has those moments where they get hit with that shot, or they think, oh, and then you go back to your corner and then it's like, what were you thinking about that for? Like, you're here now, fight.
Yeah, that's
you've got nothing else to do now.
That's what I think the hardest thing about boxing is maybe sacrifices. It's just sacrifice a lot of things you can't do.
Yeah.
A lot of things that people around you don't understand. You know what I mean? From my perspective anyway, just people think certain things are a way that they're not. And then that creates different behaviors, and it's just, at the end of the day, it's only you. You know?
Yeah.
It's only
yeah.
you. Only Nana's gonna get in the ring. Only I'm gonna
It
get
is a
in the
lonely
ring.
sport.
Sacrifices.
You know what I mean?
That's a big one. That
It
You
is,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Someone, you wanna go on holiday, you can't go on holiday because you could have a fight. You
Yeah, the family events,
could, you know,
the
family events.
romantic meals,
So,
all of that.
all of that.
Yeah.
Like, you when you're in that mindset where you're gonna battle, like you need to feel all those things, but that upsets people because they don't get it. Do you know what I mean? They get offended by it because they take it personally, but really this just comes with the job.
Do you think that by having your dad in your corner and as your coach, it's helped with these dilemmas?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel that it's helped because you've like had that person to support on to fall on a little bit more because of the personal touch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. I think I always say my dad's the only person that can train me because he knows how to make me a great boxer, but also we have a communication that you wouldn't have with someone that's not your dad. For example, you wouldn't want to share certain things. You ain't gonna come to the session and let out what you feel because it's just your trainer.
And be able to say like, I'm tired today.
Yeah, so you just got that all inside, trying to train, and you can't actually let that out though, because you don't have that relationship. Whereas I can say, Dad, guess what happened today? Whilst you wrapping my hands.
And you probably train better.
You train better, yeah. Your mind's more free, your mind's more free. Like you're not. You know what I mean? So
if you needed the outlet, Nana, where would you go for your outlet? Like, who would be your support if you was having that bad day where you're like, do you know what, I'm tired today, like I feel so like depleted, I just need a day off, and your coach is like, listen, you need to be in at 6 o'clock. If you're late, everyone's getting punished. It's like 50 press ups or something. Like, who would you outlet that to? Like, how would you deal with those situations?
Me, my dad kind of grew me up in a way where it was like, he kind of taught me to talk to myself, kind of, but he got me through a place where it was like, once you understand your own mental strength and really who you are, nothing can really damage you or break you. So if it's not him that I speak to, I talk to myself.
You're the second person to tell me that as well.
I honestly have a real conversation with myself.
Here.
And even sometimes, even with like some of my bouts, I'll walk away when I'm warming up and I'll just go talk to myself in the corner. I'm having a real conversation with myself like, let's go get in the ring and do what we need to do.
Yeah.
And if we don't,
who steps in the ring?
I'm not talking to you.
Who steps in the ring? Do you separate yourself from the person that steps in the ring? This is for both of you as well. Like, do you know, like you have to have that like slight alter ego because like the person that's in the gloves ain't the person that's behind the gloves. And I think a lot of people, they forget to see that now. Like, I'm guessing there's a lot of your family members and friends and people around you that they don't just, you're not just Viddal anymore, you're my boxer. Like my cousin's the boxer. Like,
people say that a lot. For me, when they watch me fight, they're kind of like taken back, like shocked. Yeah. Because I don't, my character, and it's just how my character is. I'm chill, I'm calm.
Yeah, very nice.
So then, like, when you see me,
beast,
when you see me attacking people and that, then like he really can fight. Like I think it just has like a shock factor. But if I walked around like screw face, angry all the time, everything I post on socials was the heavy bag, and I don't think it would be as amazing.
Because people are just gonna
they're
tie
like,
you
well,
in with the guy in the gloves.
But when they say, oh, what? No, he's actually, and then it creates that effect. So I think there is definitely a like alter ego. But at the same time, I think you can't have too much of an alter ego.
It's gotta be human.
Then it's fake. Then it becomes fake. So like if you're a nervous human being, and you walk around angry, and then you fight as an angry guy. Once I punch you up a few times, you will become the nervous person. So your alter ego is not. It's powerful if someone can't work past it. Yeah. Whereas if you are yourself, you're fighting me. Do you know what I mean?
So how do you both separate your because you've got two identities. You've got the human side identity, and then you've got the boxing side identity. And I'm not saying that the person that goes in the ring ain't human, but if you think about like social norms, it kind of goes against it, because to sit there and say, I'm just going to go punch someone in the face, get beat up a little bit, I love it.
For me, it's like, it's normal. I've been boxing since I was 3, so I am a fighter.
And that's the same thing I was going to say. Yeah. This is kind of, for me, what I do. And even I feel like if I wasn't doing boxing, I'm so much of like a leader in a way, even in terms of for myself, that my character, it makes sense with what I do. So I would say when I get in the ring, it's a bit of both. I step in with myself because it's like I am that person anyway. But there's always that slight, oh, ego, you have to have that, does put on an extra kind of buzz in you and just kind of everywhere that helps. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So
there's one downfall that I hate about boxing. Like, I love the sport, but there's one downfall that I hate about it. And that's how quick it is for a boxer to become slightly stigmatized. Like, just that downfall. Like, even if you won your fight or you didn't get the win, everybody seems to just like turn a cold shoulder. It's like, just because you didn't fight in accordance to how you should have fought. Like, you might want to do the full 12 rounds or however many rounds it is that you're doing. I just want to go out. I just want to enjoy those rounds. I just want to box. And then you've got the ones in there that are screaming out, oh, "Fucking hit him! Knock his block off!" Like, they just want to see that blood and gore. Yeah.
It don't matter what you do.
How do you two deal with that?
I don't care. I've become numb to it. I think you have to adjust. It takes some time to adjust and accept that some people are just gonna have their opinion. Like, even if you. Like, I don't know, like, some people are so stubborn to the point where they could meet you broke. You become a millionaire and they'll still tell people you're broke. Like, he's broke. Like, just because...
Knowing they're broke, right?
Yeah, but it's just like, they don't care. That they're not acknowledging what's happening in front of them. I think a lot of boxing fans are like that. Like, they just think what they think. And they just follow a certain way of thinking and... hear an opinion and just roll with it. Like, there's no fact checking. It's just I was scrolling Twitter and I saw this, and then get into a whole convo about it, and didn't actually go on Google to check, like, is this a real thing? Do you know what I mean? So then, if those are the individuals that are commenting on you, you can't let that affect you.
Publicity is publicity.
Because the IQ is too low. Yeah, the IQ is too low.
Yeah, but obviously there's a big saying in there, like, even bad publicity is good publicity in good publicity. But it's like constantly throwing a stone at a window. Eventually it's going to crack.
Yeah, well, that's our job, I guess, to reinforce the windows.
Just stay with it, put the bars up.
No, but that is
but
a lot, and that's gets to a lot of people. There's some great fighters out there that can't take
we've seen
some bad tweets.
We've seen it.
Get them proper emotional and wound up. Some people do it on purpose for engagement as well. But for me, I'm literally numb to it. Like, I don't search myself online or anything.
Okay,
yeah. I post.
Yeah.
And I might see something on my home screen, but I would never check like what the recent tweets are about me or.
Okay, so that's how you deal with it then, just.
Yeah, because it's like
sometimes they say ignorance is.
If I'm supposed to see it, I'll see it.
Yeah, and
I'll see it. I won't have to go. I won't have to go looking for it. I won't have to go looking for it. If I'm supposed to know.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
I don't know. Yeah.
It really doesn't change anything. If I'm like, it's not gonna make me. Let's say I was fighting on Saturday.
Yeah. It's
not gonna make me wake up and say, you know what? No, I'm not going to my fight. It's
annoying.
If you ever done that.
what am I supposed to do about it?
Yeah.
There's always gonna be criticism, and there's always gonna be someone not happy with the way you've done something, or there's always, and it's just that's the game we're in. Has got probably the most criticism, if not near enough. It comes with it, you know what I mean? Especially when you do it from young as well.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
You get used to it after a while. Like, even my type of criticism was weird because I used to get criticism from my dad, but I think it was criticism to
encourage
and get me ready, because I used to smash fights, especially when I started Thai boxing, and just beat people up, and then we'll be in the car and my dad will say, that was terrible.
Yeah.
And I used to be like,
what?
Same,
but I won.
I used to be like, but I stopped him in the first round.
Yeah.
Like, but you didn't do what I told you to. I'm like,
yeah, literally.
See, now as I've gotten older, I've realised I get it.
You can always do better in some aspects.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's you just roll and just keep it moving. And I criticise myself, and
yeah, same.
I criticize myself massively. Like in the fight, because it goes so fast, you think you've done amazing, and then sometimes after you look back and you're like,
Yeah, I could have done.
maybe that was.
I weren't looking too good in that one.
But it's-
I'm
It
glad I got
happens,
the
it
win,
happens
but-
the other way around as well, though. You think you box bad, and then you watch it
Yes.
back, and you're like, yo,
Yeah.
all right.
I
cool,
feel like that side happens more
Yeah.
than that side.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, because we always like doubt ourselves, and one thing I know is that all it takes really is for them to land one solid punch on you, and you're like, oh shit, they got me so good. That was epic.
Yeah.
And then it's like you pay attention to the shots that you took instead of the ones that you've given, and you've learnt some sick stuff.
That's what I used to struggle with
But,
as I was growing
yeah.
up, getting caught and kind of like my whole world's come crashing down, and I had to learn that it's okay to get punched.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay
yeah.
Gonna
to
get hit regardless.
It's alright.
Yeah.
You getting caught means you kind of know, all right, you shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna work. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I kind of had to go through that situation, and that's helped me now where I'm much calmer with it, and it doesn't matter if you get, we're boxing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch you. You're gonna punch me.
part of the game.
It's
It is
part of the game. What we just.
So I'm gonna round it up on what you said about like staying calmer, and obviously you're very humble and a lovely person. You both are, to be fair. But how do you maintain that, like in such an aggressive sport? Because a lot of people just see boxing as aggression. So you must just be an aggressive person, like. But people that are within the sport usually know that that's actually a good outlet.
For sure.
But I know that when the outlet starts to become full of expectations, like your expectations is to just win, and your expectations, although it's just to win, is still it's that little step above because it's now a paycheck. Once those expectations fall on top of what you used as your outlet, it kind of no longer becomes the outlet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so how do you still stay calm? Like, have you taken on like a secondary sport or hobby or something that you can now just channel that little outlet to, because you can't just go and hit the bag wrong anymore, right?
Yeah, no, it's still an outlet. I think the physical side of training is the outlet. The biggest outlet is the actual fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
The actual fight, because that's where it's showtime, and then, like, you have complete freedom basically to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
No one can actually control you. No one can stop you from doing anything. You know what I mean? You have the freedom to step there, throw
It's your
that,
stage.
do this, do what you want. So the biggest outlet, which is what I felt in my last fight, which is why I feel like I performed well, is because I realized with all the stuff that goes on in the game, in life, this is actually the only place you can have fun,
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
enjoy yourself.
I love that you're still calling it fun.
You know what I mean? No, for real,
It is
because it's
fun.
like, okay,
Nah, it is, man. It's
because everything else
it's
is
enjoyable.
always something attached to it. Like, you're not free to do what you want. Like,
Yeah.
There is some kind of pressure. Yeah.
with anything, like, it
Yeah.
just is. It's just not free. So it's like, okay, I'm here, I'm fighting, I'm in front of all these people. No one can actually control me right now.
Yeah.
Let me enjoy that, because it's going to be done in very as soon as it's done.
Especially amateur
I
boxing.
need you in the post-fight
Yeah.
press conference room. I need you in the
you
post-fight.
go.
Go do your drug test. Go talk to the doctor. You got this interview. Lost control.
Yeah,
All
okay,
control-
yeah,
All
that's
control's
it,
gone
yeah.
now.
So if he's saying that's going fast, imagine in the
Yeah.
amateurs. You understand
Yeah.
what I mean?
And that's 12 rounds, and that's like,
there you go.
I'm like, oof, well, it's done.
Yeah.
And then straight away, you're just subject to this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to cool down, take these pictures. We need to post this. The zone want to talk to you.
Does it
I'm
go
like,
quick? Does it go quick? Those.
It goes into like different speeds. So like it starts off quick, then it gets to like round 5, and then you're like, okay, cool, it's a 12 round fight. then you go like 5 to 8, and then you go 9. Then when you're at 9, you're like, okay, I've got 10, 11, 12.
Do you remember little like? Because for example, even when I'm fighting, I try to remember what was my thought process during fights. Do you ever kind of remember what you
Not
think
everything,
during
but I
fights?
remember some key bits. Like I remember like what shots he hit me with or what shots I was like, "Whoa, lucky that one didn't."
Because we think so fast.
See
in it,
how you just done
sometimes-
that though? You just done on what you was receiving and not what you gave. You didn't just self-reward
Yeah.
and say, yeah, I remembered
Yeah.
when I learnt that epic shot
Yeah, no,
there,
I remember
or
that, but that's whatever.
I remember my footwork was
That's cool. It's cool. That's good. That's good. But the main thing is to fix the cracks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The main
Okay.
thing is to fix the cracks. Like I know I hit him with. Ultimately, I won the fight. I'm the European champion. I know.
So do you
what I
only
did.
take reward on your wins?
Well, I've only won so far.
No, but so you said about like you've had some fights where you thought like, oh man, I could have done better. or
Every
whatever else.
fight. Every fight.
But do you take rewards from that?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
do?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, because you always.
Because I don't feel people take enough
No,
rewards.
you
like,
gotta
I
realize
don't.
I never used to do that.
oh, we're coming back to
I
that.
don't.
I do this now. I didn't do that the last fight. Although I missed this, I done
Yeah.
that. Okay, I added that. I missed that. Like, so you just.
Okay.
I don't go completely like
Negative.
I look
Okay.
at like, oh, last fight I wouldn't have thrown that punch, but no, cool. But
Okay.
this time I didn't cut the ring there, which I should. You know, so it's
Yeah.
like a proper like pros and cons type of gig.
So did you hear him say pros and cons?
Yeah.
I need you to explain why you only pay attention to just the negatives and you don't self-reward.
I don't know. It's like I feel like if I maybe something I need to work on, but I feel like if I kind of not even necessarily over reward myself, but just you like I done this and that right. I feel like I kind of forget about what I've done wrong, because even sometimes what I've been told when I'm in a fight and it's kind of not, I wouldn't say an easy fight because no fight's easy, but I'm doing very well, I kind of get a bit comfortable, and I think that's because I'm focusing on, all right, yeah, I'm doing this and that good, and I need to remember there's still always going to be stuff that you're not doing right.
Yeah.
And I'll be in a fight and that little time of switching off, I'm allowing them to maybe pick up on some things, and because I'm getting comfortable, and I feel like that's me forgetting about the negatives. The job's not done yet.
Yeah.
There's still
work
there's
to
still
Yeah.
a long way to go. There's still, do you understand what I mean? So I need to work on it, because you do need both.
You do,
need
yeah.
It's important.
plus and minus.
Of course. It's like if you've got two kids and one's sitting on the sofa reading their book or doing their homework and behaving, and you've got the other one running around sporadic. Like, are you going to just ignore that good child and not tell them that they've done well and only focus on telling off the naughty one because you want to fix the naughty one? Like, you're kind of neglecting your second child, and it's kind of like you're neglecting the other side of you, like the side that needs to hear that something did work. Because how else are you going to realise that all that hard work that you're putting in is paying off? Apart
Right.
from the wins,
Yeah.
it is paying off.
Yeah.
No, that's right. That is another way of looking at it. That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, like, so I'm going to give you to the centre stage again, just so that if you was to give any piece of advice to any aspiring pro fighter or somebody that wants to step into the amateurs, what would it be? Like, what would one sound bit of advice be that you could give to them?
Well, yeah. I would just say, make sure you put yourself first.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. No one puts themselves
put
first.
yourself first.
And
because-
unfortunately, it is a selfish sport, right?
Yeah, then you'll make better decisions if you put yourself first.
Yeah.
That's all, like everything, whether that's with training, whether that's with the business side of things, who you choose to work with, put yourself first.
Feel like with amateurs that also applies, but it's more of a thing. Just be free. Don't overthink everything. At the end of the day, you're allowed to make mistakes here and just,
Yay.
and just
I'm glad you said
and
that.
just have fun and be yourself. Even for me recently, as I've been fighting, like I smile now. in the
Yeah,
ring
your
when
last
I'm-
fight was... Do you know when he just said, no fight's ever been easy?
Yeah.
Did you watch his last fight?
I did see his last fight.
Chat. He looked like he literally had a little toy in front of him. That was...
But it's
I say that, but I know what you mean by
I've started,
easy.
I've
That
started, I've started smiling now in the ring and actually enjoying myself. Before I used to
Good.
be so serious and just,
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
but now I look back at fights and I'm smiling, I'm enjoying myself, and it's just
Yeah.
have fun. You know what I mean? This is the part where you learn about the game, and it's exciting. You know what I mean? You can have your positive and negatives, but combine them, and it's a beautiful sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm going to take this moment to thank you both.
Thank you.
Short and
Thank
sweet,
you.
but I think you two was absolutely phenomenal, and I think anybody listening to this will be able to get a real good insight to the man behind the gloves.
Yeah. No,
So,
I enjoyed it.
thank you
I
so
enjoyed
much.
it.
Thank you.
Cool.
It's
No,
been a
thank you.
pleasure.